Here we are, November 19th. Bug landed on me. Middle of the afternoon. Actually, I lied. It's actually 12:30, something like that. I don't know for sure. Uber flipping bright outside. Super nice. Yeah. I'm standing out in tank top and shorts, and it is flipping beautiful. So, those who are having cold weather, sorry for you, but here in the Midwest, it is super nice. Sky's not too active today, but yeah, there's a little bit going on. Couple noticeable things, but we'll see when I actually can go inside and like look at what I'm saying, because I mean, I can see anyways some things. Awkward shapes in the sky, like usual. Things are definitely like becoming more pronounced, I guess you could say. Distinguishable. Last night I saw something super interesting. I made a like clip video of it because I don't have night view on my camera or my camcorder, my phone, whatever. It sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. But it literally looked like a freight line, like something you would see in a factory, like pieces just moving along, and they were floating across the sky like in a single file line over to the other part. And I don't know what happened there, but from there they were like going up into the sky. Like, it was so weird. Like, the sky was just empty except for this one contraption, and this one contraption was like moving some kind of flying vehicles, and I don't know what the whole deal was, why they had to move to the other side or anything, obviously, but maybe they were missing a important piece they needed and the other side was responsible for it. Who knows? Yeah, it looks like levels are starting to create over here. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see through the trees, but it definitely looks like levels are starting to form on top of each other. Up here we've got a whole little different thing coming. I can't hardly see my screen because dang sun, but let's see if I can. I don't know if it's blurry or not, sorry guys if it is. I'm trying. I can't see what I'm doing though, honestly. I think I zoomed back out. Ugh. It is so bright. I love the sun, but my Atlantis. Okay. Yeah. Strange. I was looking at some satellite images of the Earth last night, and I noticed some familiarities with the land design as well as the awkwardness that's going on in the sky, which is strange. It's like it's copying the land in some ways, and then in other ways obviously it's something totally different. Or maybe that's the point. Maybe, I don't know. Speculation that I'm still working on, so I'm not going to say a whole lot on that one. All I can say is just go look at some satellite footage. Look at the Earth. Look at the edges of the continents. Yeah, you might see some similarities there if you pay any attention to the things going on around us. It's kind of strange if you ask me, but a lot of things are strange in this day and age. Not a whole lot going on above me right now. Over here we've got Looks like an arrow from here, but obviously it's not. It's starting to form like that M look that we see quite often in the sky. M3W, not quite sure, but it looks like one of those. It's slowly forming into that, or a shark, you know. Pretty pictures are always fun. I remember when the sky was just filled with pretty pictures. Now it's filled with mechanics. Wow. Yeah, that slope over there is pretty interesting, to say the least. It's interesting how they form out what they want to, and then they just kind of fade away. Strange. Well, they don't really fade away. I guess the spray or whatever, like, disintegrates. And once it disintegrates, then obviously we can't see anymore. Which is why I think they're spraying so much, because they're trying to figure out what the H is going on above us. But either that or just keep track of whatever's going on above us, because it sure is weird. And as weird as it is, I've heard one theory of holograms in the sky, but sorry, I just can't wrap my head around that possibility at all, because there's just way too much going on in too many different areas for this to be some kind of holograph. And if it is a holograph, well, maybe they should be using that kind of technology for something a little bit more serious than putting awkward designs in the sky. Personally, though, whoa, there's a strange light way up there. I don't know if I caught that or not. Let me see. I'm 720 something in. I'll have to look back and see if I caught that. It's up there in that big massive cloud where it looks like something's floating on a cloud. Weird. So weird. Oh, it's floating up to, I see. It's not even floating. It's being like lifted up to that platform. If you can't tell, let me see if I can. I don't know. I can't see, so sorry if I'm screwing this all up, guys. But yeah, there's like the long platform looking thing there, which obviously is some kind of landing thing or something. I don't know. Like, it's weird. And what's really funny about it is I actually have a picture of that exact same thing from the moon. Yep. I'll have to pull out that picture and make sure I share that nice little detail there, because it's funny. I thought it was a landing area on the moon. Huh. But anyways, yeah, so that big spot there is pushing up 2 littler spots to that platform above it. Now, I'm sorry, but hologram? That's kind of ridiculous. When you see what's going on and you say it's a hologram, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's one thing to be a hologram and to put, you know, Bugs Bunny in the sky or something, but to make holograms that look like they're functioning mechanics, I mean, come on. I've heard some things, but that's a little bit ridiculous. Just a tad. I mean, to each their own, but sometimes you gotta open your reality and really consider some options. Because I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of options out there for what's going on. Oh, let's see what's going on up here. We've got some things starting to manipulate and form and take shape. Right now, woo, hello sun. Sorry guys. Right now it's really hard to tell because they're pretty blurry, but oh look, hey, I said Bugs Bunny and there's Bugs Bunny. Haha, isn't that funny? That's hilarious. I think someone's listening. Ooh. Moving on. Okay, my hand's getting tired because I'm holding it like straight over my head. Okay, back over here we go. And we've got something interesting coming into shape right there, which looks like a triangle on top of a triangle on top of a triangle, which, once again, I'll refer to just like a satellite. Just take a screenshot of the Earth, like not super close up, where you can actually see like the globe itself, and just kind of work your way around the edges. You might find some interesting things there. Just saying. Oh, what do you know? Everything's working its way up towards the sun. That figures. I can't see towards the sun like at all, so I'll just hold that there for a second. I don't know what's going on. I'll take some pictures after I get done with this and see what I see, I guess. It's amazing how it makes like roads to get where it's going, to get to different parts. Seeing more and more of this every day. Yeah, this is definitely some kind of structure. It has to be. There's just nothing else that makes sense, because it's way too, I don't know, symmetrical. It's way too intelligent for humans, that's for sure. And nothing about this says, I was made by a person. Humans are smart, but they really aren't that smart. No offense, guys, but we're pretty damn retarded. These ones up here just barely move. They'll move, then they stop, and then they'll move, and then they'll stop. It's really strange when you see like the whole entire sky just suddenly stop, like boom, just freezes, and then like it's one piece, even though none of it's connected, it all starts to move again, kind of like what this is doing. I'm probably shaking too much for you to notice, but yep, once again it's stop, go, stop, go, stop. And then sometimes you'll see like one piece move and nothing else will. Yeah, that's not clouds. And it sure as heck ain't a hologram, because if it was a hologram, pieces behind the front pieces couldn't move without the front pieces moving, if that makes sense. Hologram is going to move everything from beginning to end, not the back without moving the front, because obviously the hologram would have to go through the front to get to the back, just saying. But you know, it is what it is. And oh, that's interesting, way up there. The damn sun. I can't zoom in on it because, well, I don't even know if I have the camera on it, but it's like platform, 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 platform. Once again, I like these. They're just like slowly making their way to the sun. Platforms, platforms, platforms. I'm definitely seeing different things today than I usually see. Usually I see a bunch of like claw looking things, kind of like what's over there. Usually I see a bunch of that, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's rotated. And that looks like a giant robot head. Strange. I wonder if to piece all of this together at one time, I wonder what it would make. Be interesting to find out, huh? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But who knows? Maybe it doesn't all fit together. Maybe, I don't know. That, the tree might be in the way, but that's like one seriously defined section there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like perfect angled triangles all coming down. Something like you'd see on Star Trek, I guess you could say. the front of a ship. Yep. The different levels of design, and then on the very top, of course, you have the emblem, which I don't know if the camera can make it out. I don't know if I can't even see if I'm on it, so zooming in on this might be a little impossible, guys, but I'm gonna try. Hopefully I'm on it. I don't know. I really don't. Let's go back out, because, yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Bright sun. Makes it so impossible to see anything. I love you, sun, but I hate you at the same time. Quite a few interesting aspects, for sure. So bright. Ooh. Ah. This is absolutely amazing. I don't care who you... Hey, look, they're spraying. Way over there in the distance. Yeah. They're definitely trying to keep an eye on this or whatever, because we'll see them spray throughout the day. Oh, look, there's more shapes coming out. We'll see them spraying throughout the day, and then at night, there's like, 2 or 3. Last night there was 4 drones, and when I say drones, I mean silent drones that you can see them because their lights flash, but you cannot hear them. They're huge. They're the size of jets, but they are so quiet, and they just routinely fly all night long, around and over and around and over. And I mean, there's really nothing above me, a couple little things, but they're probably gonna blur out my scene anyways. They're at first we thought it was just like a security control thing, but then we started to notice that they're following the same pattern that this does. Like whatever direction this is heading in, or the pieces are heading in, a drone is going that same direction. It's, yeah. So I mean, they know. I mean, they probably know what exactly is going on, but I mean, they have a good idea anyways, so I mean, yeah. Will we ever hear anyone talk about it? No. I mean, why isn't the impeachment information so important that it's literally taking over everything? It's got to block out some things, right? Let's block out the apparent things we have going on in the sky. Okay, well, yeah, it's super interesting. I know this is probably super duper shaky. I'm like holding it over my head, trying to like keep the trees out as much as possible, because there's a whole lot going on. I definitely am enjoying looking at something besides just pointy robotics. Obviously there's still pointy robotics over there, but not like usual. And that is like a giant circle emblem with like a, once again, like some kind of structure sitting in the middle. You know, actually, that whole little circle right there reminds me of Antarctica. Or maybe not Antarctica, maybe it's Alaska. One of those two. Just because of the way it's looking. How weird would that be? Their clouds are copying the land, but that would make absolutely no sense. Unless, of course, well, yeah. That'll be for another day and another time. Anyways, yep. I'm gonna take some pictures and get this posted. After I look at it, make sure it's not too blurry. And I apologize. I apologize, y'all, because I cannot see a thing. Kansas City, Missouri, mid-afternoon, well, early afternoon, noon 30, something of that nature. Hey, look at that. There's like 2 huge, humongous shadow people in the sky. That's cool. Usually it's flying people, so it's nice to see a shadow person. You have to wonder, where are these being shadowed from? It's interesting because you can look at our, once again, satellite feed, and you can see the same clouds from above as below. That's fun sometimes. It helps to understand some of the stuff you're seeing for sure, but then it also brings a lot of questions if you actually pay attention to, like I said, the outlining of the land, especially the areas at night. Yeah, go ahead and take a screenshot of the lit up areas at night and do yourself a favor and actually like zoom in on it and make your own decision on where exactly the lights are coming from, because I never knew that we had lights like hanging off the edge of, you know, each continent and whatnot. But hey, you know, I mean, you gotta have light, right? As always, keep your eyes to the skies, people.